Hi, I'm Anthony, and I want to tell you all about a severe incident of domestic violence that happened to me and my daughter on March 12th, 2023. So this involved my wife, and the situation had escalated over time, causing significant fear and damage to our home. But the events of that Sunday morning, they were particularly unforgivable. Things got dangerous, and when I say out of hand, that's an understatement. But on that morning, while preparing for church and helping my daughter Sapphire, who's only 7, with her routine, my wife reacted aggressively, and she just woke up. And I was remixing my songs, biblical themes, just like I usually do, and her anger just kept escalating. So she attempted to take her keys to our vehicle, and when she couldn't, she got mad and she physically pushed me. But she pushed me into a doorway, and at that moment I said I'd call the police. She got mad and then she struck me in the face multiple times. Recognizing that things were happening fast and my daughter was in the room, I asked my friend who was staying with us to take my daughter to a safe area. But unfortunately, my wife, with a fit of rage, beat me and my friend to the chase of safety for my daughter, and she put her in a headlock and dragged her to the ground. Despite me crying as she's got her and she's prying her up against entertainment center table, she wouldn't let her free. I had my friend attempt to intervene, and that's whenever my wife at the time aggressively punched her too. Finally I created a diversion, allowing my daughter to be moved away from the danger in the room, and eventually she was able to escape and run out the back door with my friend. Eventually I was able to go out there. I had finally left because we were still receiving threats while we were waiting for the police. I called the domestic violence hotline. They told me to make sure my daughter got somewhere safe, avoid phone calls from her, don't give in to any of her demands, and obtain a protective order, a VPO, once I'm safe and secure, with my daughter safe and secure. So on March 13th, 2023, I filed for that victim protection order. But since filing that victim protection order, I faced significant challenges in obtaining a timely and effective response from law enforcement. I've requested their urgent assistance in ensuring that my daughter sees justice and that my wife would be held accountable for her actions, and that my daughter and myself are protected. But my primary concern is for her to receive a mandatory court-ordered assistance program, her to do her time, her to get her health handled. But because the police didn't follow through with their report, because actions weren't handled, things were thrown to the wayside. She admits to the crime, and in the back of the cop car, no cuffs, she's told, "I'll take you anywhere you like, I'll be your taxi." But for me to ensure Sapphire's safety and well-being, I reached out. It took me less than a week. I called the next day. I was ignored, and it wasn't the greatest feeling in the world. I felt as if as a man I was not being given the same protection as a woman would. And we desperately needed the support at that time. And now we're fighting more than ever. And I really just wanted to get my story out there. Thank you.